If you've been thinking about getting a dash cam, I'm going to give you a review of the one I got. I'm going to tell you you need to go get yourself one, and I'm going to show you the footage of what happened to me the other night on my way home from work. The dash cam that I got the wolfbox. It's the G900 series. It's a front-facing and a rear-facing camera. It also replaces the rearview mirror, so you don't have an extra camera mounted up there on your dash. And I'll show you here what it looks like. It just works just like a regular rearview mirror. You can see the reflection and all in it. On the front side, that right there is your little camera. I also bought the mount here that replaces your factory rear view mirror. You just undo the Allen screw, take it off. There's a bracket on the windshield. This piece here slides on it, and then you tighten up that Allen screw back on there, and then your mirror mounts to that. Otherwise, it comes with these little bungee straps, and you'll basically set this on top of your factory mirror, and it just bungees around it. So if you want the where it replaces your whole mirror, you get that bracket. I'll put a link in the description to the bracket, to the hardwire kit, and to the dash camera itself. But you can see up top there, that's the GPS unit. You just mount that there up your windshield somewhere up high. Everything plugs in up top. I got all the wires. They're all running back underneath the headliner, all back to the back. Up top, right there, is where your little micro SD card goes. The one thing about this, it does not have Bluetooth capability, so you are unable to sync this camera with your phone. But what I did, because of that, it's a very inexpensive item. You can go down to pretty much anywhere and get one. It's a micro SD card reader. But I got an Apple, so this has got your lightning port on it. You just get the little adapter, the little micro SD card goes right there to the top of it, plug that into your phone, then you can access all your files here. And I'll show you here a video of, I think it was Wednesday night of on my way home from work. I'll show you that now. Hey, I'm in the back of the truck now. I'm going to show you this mount right here. That's where I originally had the rear camera. I had it on the inside of my back window. But because my windows are dark, let's see, I have fairly dark windows on my truck. So I ended up moving it from there, and I put it up here. But all I did, you take the third brake light off, I run the wires down behind it. I've got access to my headliner straight through the third brake light access hole. But I did notch out a little piece of metal on the inside just so it doesn't cut that wire and that wire doesn't get pinched in any way. But all the wires, they run down here and across here and up there to the front. Now, the hardwire kit is a little extra kit you can get, and I recommend it. The one that comes with the camera, it doesn't hook up quite as easily. So give me a second. I'm going to boot this thing up and I'll show you some of the features of the dash cam itself. All right, I got it all booted up now. This is the rear camera. You can see it's a 4K front camera, a 2.5K rear camera. But on here, you can take it, if you want to adjust it, you can move your view up and down on it. You can also dim the screen on this side. If you go a little bit further with the rear camera, you can actually zoom in. Now to get to your different views, if you swipe over that there, okay, this is your front camera. And see, I can move that little camera up front around and get it right where I want it. But with it, you can also move it up and down and pan to get it right where you want it. You will touch over here, you still got your dim feature. You don't have the zoom though on the front camera. And you swipe over again, you get a split screen view. That shows you the full view of the rear and the full view of what the front camera is picking up. Swipe again, it just flip flops those two. And you swipe again, you go back to your rear camera. Now, this icon here, you hit that, that'll take a picture. So we hit that, you hear the picture snap sound, and it puts it in a media folder over here. That's your emergency feature. So if something happens real quick and you needed it to pick up, it'll pick it up with that there. You hit the stop button and you see up there the timer stops. It stops it from recording. You hit play and you see a little red light. Okay, it picked recording back up. All your files are stored in here. You got your front normal camera, which that's just your normal video footage. So you can see that there, and you can kind of hear me in the background with it. Your front urgent, it picks up what it considers to be emergency video. Front photo, you see I just took a photo up front right there. Rear normal, same thing as your normal video from the rear of the view. Your rear urgent is same thing as all your special events and all, and then you got your rear photo. Of course, if you take a photo up front, it automatically takes a photo in the back at the same time. We've got a bunch of settings you can sit here and go through. Click tone, that's one I would recommend cutting off as soon as you get it, because it just sounds like you're touching the cell phone all the time. So that's the first thing I cut off on it. Then you got your sensitivity here. This is for the parking mode. So if you hardwire it, the sensitivity that if it vibrates, it'll trigger that emergency recording. So then you got your volume level. Of course, if your rear image, say you mounted your camera upside down, you can go in there and it allows you to flip that image so that your image is where it needs to be. Reverse mode, if you don't have a backup camera, you can wire this in to second as a backup camera. You just got a wire on the camera that you can wire into your reverse light, and it'll trigger that and give you the parking lines and all on the screen for that. But in order to do that, you got to have the camera mounted more on the very rear, not like up on the roof like I got it on mine. GPS information, all that stuff. That's all your typical settings. I'll show you some video, just little clips of driving nighttime, daytime, and you can get an idea how it looks and the video quality that you get from it. All right, and that was my quick short video of my dash cam that I recommend, my thoughts on it. And if you keep up, I said to this afternoon, I said we're headed to Atlanta. We're going to go to the boat show. I'll have a video of that hopefully posted here before too long. But until then, subscribe, keep up. I'll have some more videos coming.